All right, guys, red alert, 2 World Cup action coming at you. Pro Division, 2v2 Blitz on the pit map. We got Latov, the Deso King, in red up in the top left. He's teamed up with Artie, the Iron Man, in bottom left. Facing off against Kian, the Octo Kid, top right. He's teamed up with Beta, the Wolverine Panda, in bottom right. The Wolverine Panda. I'm running out of nicknames, huh? So we are here in the championship. Both these guys won their prelim games. Very close. Lots of good games so far today. These guys are in the championship, going for the prize and the crown, the first ever 2v2, and of course, the World Cup 2v2 Blitz title. So far, we've seen the meta shift a little bit throughout the tournament so far. You know, we've seen guys start very aggressive, now kind of shifting to a more passive gameplay, kind of turtling up, gumming up some of these lanes, getting value with super weapons and eagles. We'll see what these guys bring here. Now, interesting to see double Soviet for the Octo Kids team here. Beta and Kian just a little bit more comfortable ramming rhinos down their throat, but we've certainly seen how valuable and just how big of an issue the eagles can cause for the Soviet players if they do allow them to get into the mid game. So you got to assume that the blue team here looking to do things fast and nasty and not allow Artie to get the eagles in the sky. So Rhino's already pushing in here, and Latov, yeah, it's just a tricky one. You want to, Latov and Kian, I mean, some of the best players to do it in the world right now. A handful of Rhinos for them, a handful of dogs. If their teammates can get in and pinch, can backdoor, can double team at the right time, things can swing so quickly, as we've seen so far throughout this tournament. And the oils, the catastrophic oil explosions. Again, guys, these oils are double producing, so we're gonna have a lot of money here. You don't have to build, well, you have to build half as many oils as normal, which creates some true chaos. But of course, there's not that much real estate. So as you build, you get these situations where your oils can chain react, take out a lot of your base. I've seen players kind of struggling with that as well. These guys figuring it out a little bit more. You see them spreading the oils on the right side and left side. We've just seen the meta really develop in real time today. Okay, so GIs from Artie. You got to think a Desolator. Go clean those up soon. You can't imagine those GIs will be getting much value here. Both players kind of split up. The problem with if you double team, you can get backdoored pretty quick. So that's the issue. So Kian's going to try to skirt around the bottom side here. He is able to get in the backside. Latov a little bit slow to respond. He's going to dive right on that MCV. Can he get it? Oh, he does get it. Oh, by the skin of his teeth. A second later, he wouldn't have gotten it. Now, of course, that does put Kian's army down. Kian now with 1 Rhino on the field. So the left side red team here needs to be looking for a counterpunch. Down an MCV at the 3-minute mark is not where you want to be. What is their offensive counterpunch? What can they do? Eagles come in. Oh, and that's exactly the counterpunch they needed. Kian and Beta are building off of each other's MCVs. If you didn't catch that, it can be a little bit confusing. So that was actually Beta's MCV that goes down, and the paradrop bot back right on these little hills. We've seen these paradrops get value all day long, and again, they're getting value here. Kian going broke. Kian needs some more oils. He has too many war factories. Beta on 1 war. Beta has 3 war factories and a barracks as well. So Beta's still producing in this game, but the Eagles are going to slowly pick these guys apart. Yeah, Team Octo Kid needs to be considering what they're going to do in a late game here, and how are they going to crack the shell here. A lot of Desolators, a lot of drones. The red team very comfortable slowing things down here because Artie, even though he doesn't have that MCV, Artie's still producing on a barracks, a war factory, and has 8 Eagles. And that's it, guys, right? So Beta now down in MCV. Beta has 2 war factories left. Artie understands the assignment perfectly. He's just going to keep bombing these war factories. Beta on a lot of radiation, top side. Oof, that is very, very tough. A lot of smoking rhinos. As I said, Artie understood the assignment. I think Artie forgot the assignment. He should have been going for Beta's war factories. Maybe it doesn't matter. Latov now on a ton of radiation, but he makes the calculation. He decides the dive is worth it. Absolute chaos. Look at the GIs on the bottom side. Artie just pumping GIs. He could be building Rockies. He has an AFC. I'm not sure what he's doing with these GIs. Both Soviet players on the right side do have their radars, so Desolators can come out. Not going to matter. Kian quits. Beta goes down. First point on the board for Team Deso King. Point number 2, Kian Allied. So now they are going to match Allied and Sov. Again, guys, it is best of 5. Yeah, so I don't know. I think the Allied makes sense, especially for a player like Kian. he's demonstrated such a strong ability to do so many different things at once, right? His multitasking, building on all 4 tabs, using his Eagles as Rockies, and when you have this double producing oils, I think that makes a lot more sense for Kian to have allied here. Maybe they just thought they could overpower him with rhinos, but obviously it didn't work. So now back to allied. So point number 2. Yeah, so Beta and Kian throughout the tournament so far, there's been a little bit of kind of squabbling, right? Like kind of, not too bad, but every once in a while, they kind of blame each other, or you can see they're a little bit confused. So compared to some of these other teams, we saw like Berg and Artie, right? Like Berg and Artie were, on paper, very, not going to be a good match against Latov and Artie were higher ranked players, but we saw Berg and Zed through communication and teamwork and tactics were able to keep themselves in that match. And I think what we're seeing with Kian and Beta is that on paper they're actually performing slightly lower than they should be, because they just don't seem to be clicking in the way that you kind of need to in these team games, or at least in the way that that we're seeing a team that's going to do better than them. In this case, Latov and Artie just playing a little bit better off of each other. This early sniper IFVs to clean out all the infantry. Nice move there from Kian. And Kian again going broke. So Kian's the kind of player who does, we see players like Marco who are more comfortable with just a ton of money. They just overshoot their economy. Kian's one of those guys where he wants to have it dialed in. Like, he wants to have the perfect amount of oils to produce what he wants. He doesn't want to overproduce. He wants to have that kind of meta-style build order. And, I think he's just maybe struggling to figure it out because, like I said, these oils are double, which makes it weird. Suicides the Eagles takes out Kian's AFC, both allied players trading AFCs. So critical here in these games, controlling those Eagles. So far, so pretty much a wash on the bottom side here, and pretty much a wash on the top side, looking very even so far. And a quick reminder, guys, we will be running this map next week for a 3v3 tournament, maybe. The 2v2 tournament pretty much stretched the edge of my energy and focus, but presumably we're going to be doing a 3v3 tournament next week on this map, so there'll be a spawn point here as well. So if you thought this was weird, it's only going to get weirder. It's only going to get weirder, so stay tuned for that. Of course, plenty more World Cup action coming at you as well in both Yuri's Revenge and Blitz. We do have a Yuri's Revenge Pro Show match coming up right after this. Berg versus Luke. Presumably, we're a little bit behind schedule, but hopefully we can still make that one happen. So bad at gaming with the follow. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Nice fodder advantage for Beta here, pushing in. Ooh, and Kian pushing in his Grizzlies as well. Kian's going to dive on this MCV, possibly. Oh, no, Kian a little confused. Some pathing issues coming up this cliff. Those Rockies doing work. And Beta dives on the MCV. Latov's MCV goes down. And the simultaneous MCV snipes. The high, the low, the yo-yo action. And as I question Beta and Kian's teamwork and their communication, they prove me wrong with the simultaneous MCV snipes. The blue team proving why they are in the championship. Pair drop back left. Gonna grab a War Factory. You can tell Latov and Artie just trying to do a head count here. Are they still in this game? Do they have any options? It's a lot of Rockies, but yeah, unfortunately, that's got to be a GG. AFK pair drop, bit annoying. That could have grabbed that War Factory. The Rockies going to try to dive, take a War Factory. Yeah, and so now the right side here, obviously Kian happy to slow this game down, being up 2 MCVs now. They're going to crash. Oh my god, that Eagle like crashed weird. It like didn't work. So yeah, they just, I mean, yeah. What can last? These guys can just try to go full send here. Nice use of the Desolators, try to chip away those armies. If anyone could pull this off, of course, it would be the Deso King and the Iron Man. But yeah, this is 4.5 minute mark, 2 MCVs to 0. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. We'd love to see Kian get some Eagles in the sky here. Just start chipping away at their production buildings. Obviously, you don't want to blunder this position. It's against a player like Latov, and when Latov has Desolators, especially, insane things can happen when you go into attack. You get confused. All of a sudden, you don't have an army. All of a sudden, he's behind your base. Yeah, no problem with these guys taking it slow here. Nice use of the snipers to clean out those Desolators. And Kian and Beta put one on the board. And we're lag-free this game, boys. Lag-free. That's always nice. Point number 3, players keeping their same factions, same positions. Look at this prediction, you guys. Who will win? Latov, Kian, 50-50 split from those crowd predictions. Wow, the 50-50 split. And a quick reminder, guys, $650 in prizes going out this month for the Red Alert 2 World Cup, Yuri's Revenge, and Blitz events, the 2v2s, the 3v3s. We've worked through those. We had our free-for-all World Cup already, 3v3 next weekend, and then we are working through the 1v1s. Now, we just finished our 1v1 prelim games this week. So next week we'll be hopping into the semifinals and then the finals. So we got 7 different total divisions. So we're gonna have 7 different championships across the divisions this month. So plenty more games to come. So stick around for that. Cancel Christmas. Mark off your whole month. We got a lot of games. And make sure you're in my Discord. I'm not streaming a lot of these. I have a lot of other streamers helping me out this month. So if you're in my Discord, you'll see when the other streamers go live. Doofus, Lloyd, a couple of other guys are helping out as well. So what do we know? What do we know? What do we know? That last game, the simultaneous MCV split, very, very nice. So oftentimes in 2v2 you see double teaming, you know, 2 guys attacking the same guy at once. But those, they went straight down the pipes, right at their mirrored neighbor, went for the MCV and got him, and both very, very slim margins. A couple seconds, couple tanks different. That could have gone very differently, but looks like Beta and Kian going to try to ride the momentum here. Again, the early aggression, those sniper IFVs to clean out the fodder, make things a little bit easier for Beta. Good teamwork there from Kian, and both players on the bottom side forced to keep their Grizzlies in position. If one player goes, the other player can go, or he can backdoor, but if both players stay, both players have to stay, and that attack not going in Beta's favor. The Soviet versus Soviet matchup here is a little bit tough. It's kind of interesting to see the way these players have chosen to match up, because Beta is you know, the lower ranked player obviously. So we have Beta's Rhinos going into Latov's Rhinos. Latov, you know, was top 2 Soviet Blitz players in the world. So it's a bit of a mismatch having these guys just go head on with each other. But if Kian can get value on the backside and chip away at Artie, then, you know, hopefully Kian can stay alive long enough. It really comes down to, is Beta or Artie going to be able to stay alive long enough to support their captain, obviously. Marco, Latov. Marco's won the most Blitz World Series events in the Pro Division. Latov's won like 2 maybe, 2 or 3. Marco's won like 5, I think. Kian's won like 2 or 3. Kian and Latov are about the same. Marco's has more wins. Kian, Marco, and Latov, though, are all pretty close right now. It seems like slowly Latov will overtake. I think Latov will take the #1 position if he keeps playing this much. Latov definitely is just playing a ton of Blitz right now. And just getting a little bit better each month. Okay, so Eagles now chipping away for both players, and this is what Kian wants. 3 AFCs fully, well, not fully loaded, but 3 AFCs ready to start doing work here. Battle Nav now for Kian as well, so Kian can start bringing Mirages and Prisms. Latov 15k in the bank, that's looking pretty good. Everyone else, the red team's looking strong, more than 10k in the bank for both players here. And Beta continuing to push here, and look at Beta going into the Deso King, very, very nice. Eagles out for Artie finding targets, Eagles out for Kian. Oh, Kian goes for the MCV. That's a pretty bold move. It means you think your opponent's AFK, or at least downfield doing something else. I mean, the MCV repack to avoid the Eagles, no pros ever miss that. If they see it. Now, like I said, twice today we've had MCVs get sniped because the player was somewhere else. So it's not a terrible idea, but it's pretty risky. Kian paid those 12 Eagles, didn't get any value. And now Artie comes down, tries to do the same thing to Kian. Again, not going to work, and he loses most of his Eagles as well. So at this point, if you have heavy anti-air and you're going to lose all of your Eagles, the question is, what is worth taking? Oils can be worth taking. You can only build 12. Big chain reactions, right? Taking tech, you know, like this oil's juicy. This oil would take an AFC. You want to look for chain reactions. I think that's the move. So everyone getting a little more comfortable on their economies now. The Eagles getting value. No one really able to severely break the DMZ zone too much in the middle of the map here. Just can't really push through each other's defenses and try to get up this hill into their base. Man, we got a lot, so much action, folks, on the top side here. Prism tanks now coming for Kian in the bottom right. All right, so Kian's got another wave of Eagles. What's the target here? Oh, ooh, Beta didn't move his. Oh, and that's what those are the kind of values. Very nice map awareness there from the Octo Kid. In and out mission. A lot of Eagles coming home. Got some good value. Big mosh here in the fray. Volley on both sides. Desolators are down. Hard to really know what's going on. Beta needs to repair his MCV before I start crying. Beta did not unpack that MCV. That was just a miscalculation from Artie. He did not have enough Eagles hit that MCV. If he would have gotten it because Beta was distracted on the attack. And I really like that move from these guys. Like, okay, if he's distracted, I'm going to go try to hit his MCV with Eagles. And like I said, it's worked a couple times today. And Beta's MCV still on quarter health. Kirov coming through. Kirov coming through. Now Beta only now realizing that Kirov doing work. He has to run with the MCV because that's at half health. Paradrop back right as well. Kirov down the middle. Nice use of the Kirovs from Latov to open things up, throw these guys off a little bit. And the red team is slowly pushing through ahead on macro. Certainly, definitely a better force here. You look at the left side of the map just versus the right, just total building wise, looking a little better for the red team here. But hard to really count anyone out at this point. Obviously, everyone has their MCVs and everything they need to keep banging away. Okay, so so Rocky advantage, not enough anti-air in this group. You see how quickly Kian assessed that and decided to pull out there. Kian's out tanked and out Rocky, not enough anti-air as well. So Beta's gonna have to come down to support Kian, and that's gonna open up the back door for Latov. Off to the races now. Latov's gonna get some value here. Latov goes MCV dives with no money in the bank. Oh, can Beta's Desolators catch him on the retreat? Beta not quite quick enough on the click with those Desolators, but does save his MCV. And Latov's broke, guys. Latov and Artie now, things have switched financially. The red team here, both are broke. And finally, Beta's MCV goes down. That thing's been on life support for the last hour. Kian pushing through with Prism Tanks, bottom left. No anti-air in that group, though, so those Rockies are going to be a bit of a problem. So Beta now down in MCV. He's only got, and he's got, Beta's got 4 War Factories out. So 4 War Factories for Beta. Beta has a big army here and a lot of Desolator fodder as well. And Beta, yeah, Beta doing a great job going right at Latov. Very, very impressive to be hanging and banging with Latov in this position. Soviet versus Soviet. Oh my God, the MCV bottom right. Kian's MCV goes down to 1 health. Oh, the MCV bottom left drops out. So it is 1 MCV versus 1 MCV. The Deso King and the Octo Kid. Kian's MCV on 1 tick of health right now. Behind enemy lines. What else can they get done? Okay, looks like we're going to take another breather, or you got to think at least. Oh, they're going to dive. Dives on that barracks? Are we diving on a barracks now? Oh my God, Latov doesn't want to take a breather. Latov doesn't want to smoke break. Latov now storming downfield, going to try to clean out some of Beta's production. This is a great move. Beta doesn't have an MCV, so now it's all about getting the non-MCV player out of the game to force the 1v1 or potentially a 1.5 to a 1 situation. Latov with a lot of uncontested rhinos. The elite comes out. The AFC's going down. Beta now building V3 rockets. Oof, not looking good for the blue team here. There was just a bit of light, a stream of light for a moment as they got it in bottom left, took out that MCV, but just too far behind. The big thing here is that Artie still has 3 AFCs. So Artie in a much better position. Beta's only... Oh, Beta still has War Factories, but Latov's looking so strong. I don't think Latov's got taken a single hit all game. Look at Latov right now. Jesus Christ. Okay. Rocky's causing some issues here. V3 rockets. 1 V3 rocket on the top right. Who knows why? Who knows why? Eagles coming in. Oof. Nice hit. Nice hit. Forces the unpack on the MCV. Iron Curtain goes right over those Desolators. Drones now from Beta trying to help Kian stay alive here. The MCV goes down. Kian sells. And that's got to be all she wrote for this point. But again, it is best of 5. So action rolling on. Latov and Artie 2-1. Oh my God, my brain is melting. Okay. We go point number 4. Players keeping their same factions, same positions. Best of 5, ladies and gentlemen. So if Latov and Artie can keep the momentum, put the point on the board here, they will be sending these guys home. Again, this is the championship. The championship for the 2v2 Pro World Cup. And yeah, Kian and Beta, it's a little tricky. So I think we've talked about this before with 2v2. The best 2v2 teams, it's not 2 games of 1v1. It's 2v2, and the synergy, that up to the high-low action, the double teaming, you know, what you're doing, helping your teammate communication, unspoken communication, just doing things that they expect, helping them even when they don't know that they need help. Those are the things that really put a 2v2 team above and beyond. And I think right now, Beta and Kian are playing, Beta and Kian are each playing good blitz. Beta's doing incredible, Soviet versus Soviet against Latov. I don't really know how he's hanging in there. Beta's a newer blitz player, but Beta I think will be in the pro division very, very shortly. His elo's looking so strong. He's just been crushing in quick match, but he's relatively new to blitz. Only been playing the last month or two compared to these other guys, obviously. Now, Kian is also doing a great job. So Kian and Beta are both playing good, but it's not synergy, right? 1 + 1 = 2. Synergy is 1 + 1 = 3. And right now, Latov and Artie playing together are equaling more than the sum of their parts? Equaling is not the right word there. I don't think equaling is a word. But it's been 4 hours of 2v2, so my brain's not quite there anymore. All right, Beta, the early aggression, going right at Latov. Going right at Latov, toe-to-toe with Rhinos. And so Kian, again, going to come up with the IFVs to clean out Latov's fodder. And that's the teamwork you like to see. I love this aggression here. The double team, the double team, the double team is here. There's nothing on the backside. There's... Oh, clicking down the tanks. The Rockies on the back right are uncontested. They need to get this MCV. This is how they won their first point. The early MCV snipe like this. Nice double team action. The War Factory goes down bottom right. Only 3 Rockies being a bit annoying. But just like that, the Deso King's MCV goes down. Latov quits. Latov quits. Oh my god. Oh my god. You love to see it. You love to see it, boys. Grab the gasoline. Grab the matches. We're burning the barn, boys. We are burning the barn. Let's go. All right, guys, here we are. It all comes down to this. What a day so far. You guys on YouTube, you catch only the fun stuff. I cut it all out. I cut out the lag for you. I cut out the missing players. We had to call Luke, get him out of bed to be here today. We've been through it, though, and here we are, match point. The Pro Division, the championship, it all comes down to this. Both these guys working so hard. I'm stressed out. This map has been nonstop chaos. I'm feeling it. I'm glad to not be in there today, certainly. And I think the thing to note here is Beta going toe-to-toe with Latov, Soviet versus Soviet. Now, of course, that last game, right? That was that teamwork we were talking about. That's what Kian and Beta were missing the point before. It was a beautiful double team, well orchestrated. And again, that was that synergy. Kian bringing those IFV snipers to clean out Latov's fodder and give Beta that leg up that he needed. Absolutely incredible. Absolute work of art. And it all comes down to this. Winner taking home the crown. Crowns. Winner, well, there's 2 crowns, obviously, 2v2. All right, so now we have split action. Both players just banging out with their neighbors at the moment. Sentry guns from Beta top right. We'll see if it's going to be the same strategy here. You know, we're running these games back to back. I'd give these guys time to think. I'd give them time to strategize, but these guys are hungry. I like it. I'm like, anyone want to switch anything? You guys want to switch your factions? Everyone just says, go! Everyone just yells at me, but I like it. Blood in the water. These guys are hungry. All right, fodder pumping straight to the front lines here, and I love Beta and Kian, man, are just coming right at him. Artie, the one just maybe a little bit behind. Artie is the threat mid-late game, and Beta says back. If you can type with backspace to talk to only your teammate, he must have just accidentally pushed enter. He said back. He said pull back there. But yeah, I think I like the strategy from Beta and Kian to push early on and try to get value. Because Artie is, like, everyone else is strong throughout the game, it seems like, but Artie specifically just gets stronger minute by minute. The more Eagles he gets out, he just really seems to kind of flourish in that mid-late game. So I like the aggression, but it's not going to happen this time. Latov is firing on all cylinders. You know, Latov's just, like, physically, like, I will not lose this game. It's not about wanting to win. It's about refusing to lose. That's what it's all about. You love to see it. You love to see it. Sniper IFVs again to clean out the fodder. Beta says sniper. You see that? That's synergy right there. Beta says sniper. Oh, big chain reaction. Beautiful, beautiful hit there from the Octo Kid. Took out a few. I didn't see it. I saw a few buildings blow up though. Must have been a couple oils, maybe a power plant. But I like that though. Beta says sniper. Kian's already bringing the sniper. That's what it's all about. You shouldn't even have to talk to your teammate. They should be in the back of your head doing what you're doing. Look at all the dogs. They knew exactly that paradrop top left. 1,000 dogs ready for it. It's pretty funny. Oof. Okay. So the Eagle hit from Kian. Kian now on 4 AFCs. The Octo Kid going to work. The more things that Kian has to do, the better. He's got 8 arms. You know, he gets bored if he doesn't have 8 things to do with his tentacles. So now he's got 4 AFC pads. Plenty of stuff for Kian to be doing here. And Artie is falling behind in this fight on the allied assignments, which of course are get Eagles in the air and destroy your opponent with them. Gets in, grabs a barracks. Nice. Value town for Kian. Kirov coming across now. Let's see how quickly the blue team can get some anti-air in there. Quite a few Rockies as well. This Kirov actually could maybe get something done. At least clear out this bottom expansion a little bit here. Like that, just a single Kirov from Laptop. Doesn't want to switch off the Rhinos for too long. And grabs 1 oil. Not tremendous value, but maybe a little distraction. You never know. Eagles come in, and yep, and Kian just relentlessly harassing Artie with his Eagles right now. Another oil goes down, barracks goes down, and now everything is focused here on the bottom middle. Ooh, and Beta pushes in. I don't think Kian liked that idea. You saw Kian was waiting back, and now Kian's going to get circled by Latop. This is tough. Kian's Grizzlies are getting melted, and there's no anti-air in this group, and Beta says back. Yeah, back. I definitely think go back. Where is the anti-air for these guys? There's no anti-air in this group. Latop severely out-tanking Beta now in this position, and Kian, and that was a bad attack from Beta. Kian didn't want to go in. He was forced to follow Beta in. He got gobbled up by Latop's Rhinos, and now these Rockies uncontested. There's no anti-air for the blue team. This is looking like the beginning of the end. Beta does survive with a handful of Rhinos somehow. I guess Latop got a little too distracted eating all of Kian's Grizzlies, but those Rockies just doing work. And right as I start sleeping on the Iron Man, right, I'm saying, oh, Artie's looking weak. Artie's the weak link. Boom! Artie senses that and comes full force and just wreaked havoc with those Rockies. Tremendous offensive value. Iron Curtain now punching through, and Latop just going to chip away at Beta's army here. Not even going to go for the base. I think that's a pretty good move. There is no battle lab right now, so he probably could have IC'd and taken that MCV, but Latop wants to do it the old-fashioned way and just dismantle his army first. Beta doing a good job keeping Rockies alive, keeping bodies on the field and in defensive positions. That was tremendous offensive value there. How are these guys doing? Kian and Beta. Beta's got money. Kian's got money. Man, the show goes on. Paradrop back left. Grabs a War Factory. Man, the Paradrop on those hills. The players hate me for putting that hill there, but I do it for you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying it. All right. And Beta again, just somehow just playing beyond himself with these Rhinos. Oh my god. Oh my god. Artie is broke, Saw. Good call. Yeah, Artie is broke. Artie broke right now. Iron Curtain. Another Iron Curtain coming. Ooh, Latov kind of desoing himself a bit there. Oh my god. I thought that was the end. When Artie got those Rockies in uncontested, I thought it was the end. No Battle Lab here on the right side. We only have Battle Lab tech for right now on the field for Latov. But yeah, Kian just lost so much of his Air Force there. And Kian's still pumping Grizzlies. Kian on 12k, you'd think Kian would make a switch over to Battle Lab, but maybe he just knows Artie's going to snipe it out with Eagles if he does. Laptop back of his base. There's no Battle Lab. No get out of jail free card. Oh, the MCV. He tries moving it and does lose it. And yeah, we're at the 7-minute mark right now, so to not have the Battle Lab is very tricky. The Battle Lab, the Force Shield, kind of the obvious counter for that Iron Curtain. Beta struggled a little bit on his macro there. He took some pretty heavy hits offensively. It wasn't just a build order issue. It was obviously a result of the offensive dominance of the red team here, but Beta's macro fell behind. No Battle Lab, no Force Shield, no Iron Curtain, and Beta, the blue team now in a tough spot, now down in MCV. They're going to need to try to get a catch-up in here quick, or the red team can afford kind of just sit back, continue to let Artie get value with his Eagles, and continue the IC punches, which is exactly what I think they're going to do, and I'm not exactly sure what the answer is. What the answer is for the blue team here. Eagles coming. Oof, another nice hit from Artie. Artie the Iron Man looking very, very tough right now. He's just doing such a good job with those Eagles, slowing down the Octo Kid. Yeah. I mean, look at this left side of the map. Look at these units. Look at that split from Laptop. He has enough to send some back and some to attack. Kian now going to get backdoored. Maybe they can pinch out these rhinos. That would cut off a lot of Latov's army. Oh, the Iron Curtain. Oof. Oof. Oh my god. Oh my god. Latov's on a rampage right now. That was only half of his army. MCV goes down. The blue team, no MCVs left. Kian quits out. Latov and Artie put it on the board.
I'm on a rampage, man. Fucking cool.